Hello there, artists. Today, we're going to be working on our Contour Portrait Prominence template. Those of you that might remember our rainbow self-contour portrait will have a nice refresher and reinforcement with this project. But those of you that are new, we'll be working on contour lines, and I'll go a little more into those in just a second. For the beginning of this project, you want to choose a photo, something that focuses on a portrait, the head, neck, shoulders, something that focuses on the face of someone that is important to you, someone you look up to. It could be even an artist, it could be someone close to you, but for me, I chose a singer, one of my favorites. Now, to find the photo you'd like to use, you can search the web, but I just tried and I couldn't find some really good photos of them. So instead, I went on to the internet and I downloaded a photo that we're going to use right here because we're going to be using Freddie Mercury. Now, seeing as how it is a portrait, we're going to be focusing on just the upper body area for them. And I'm going to crop the image to about here. And then I'm going to extend it up so that it focuses mostly on that portrait area that we want to use. Let's see what we can do by stretching it out a little more. I think that'll work well. Now, for this project, what we need to focus on is the scribble tool. And contour lines are the outside lines or the inside edges. What we're doing is we're going to capture the facial features, the different areas of the shoulders, the neck, but not by looking at the shadows, more at looking at the outlines of the hair, the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the hand, the mustache, different things that can help us with that. Now, as you're going through it, you're going to be using the scribble tool just to scribble around and capture different items. Now, I'll start with the hair and going all the way around and capturing every single piece. Drawing a line around the hair as best as I can. Going slow and not going into the ear just yet. Now, when you finish your line, it will highlight it. And what we're going to be doing with this color for the line is using colors that our person is known for. Now, Queen, the band, has a color palette of silver and purple, and Freddie Mercury himself is known for his yellow jacket. So we're going to be using a combination of that. Let's try more of these lighter colors. I think will work pretty well. So I'm going to use this light purple one for that. Now, with that as the idea, I'm going to start going in to the different parts of the face and getting those facial features. Let's move down to the ear. Kind of just getting an idea of the outside of the ear and all of those inside designs. Not really focusing on getting it 100%, just kind of getting the idea of it in a line. Now for this one, I'll change it up to be more of a silver. How about we use that light gray? That'll be good. Then we're going to go back in and try to get those eyebrows. How about we go into the eyebrows? That'll work. Changing it back to that purple. For the eyes, now you'll want to use a few different lines every now and then. And for the eyes, let's capture those parts of the eyes. Let's change that to be silver. And the different inside parts of the eyes as well. It's okay to overlap a few of these items and get a look that you really dig. Let's get the eye down here as well, like that. Now let's move to the other side. Actually, we're going to get his nose right now. Just get it out of the way. So how about we start here, go out, do a little bit of the nostril right there, and in. Change it up. Let's make it into that light purple. Gonna get his mustache. And you want to go slow and focus on those different parts as best as you can. Change that to the silver. Let's go into the mouth. Now, the mouth, especially if it's an open mouth, it might get a little complicated. So you'll want to use different lines for that. Let's do a different line for the outside. Let's use a line for the lips. And another line for the lips. And I think we can use a line for the teeth. Now notice I'm not stopping just yet. Oh, odd. Let's try this. A line for the teeth. Oh, that's odd. Doesn't want to do it. Huh. Interesting. Am I on the scribble? Yeah, I'm on the scribble line. There we go. Okay. Odd. Well, it's all right. Just go slow with your lines and make sure to make some different changes. If it doesn't show up the first time, try it out again. Let's try these top teeth one last time. All right, that'll work. Sure thing. Now, we've got the teeth, we've got the parts of the mouth, the mustache, the nose, the eye, the eyebrows, the ear. We've still got an eyebrow over there that we can do. Let's go ahead and do that one. Change up those colors. Now you can change the colors at the very end if you want to, but then that's clicking and figuring out which ones are which. Now, for these lines on the outside, seeing as how these aren't going to be considered the shadow, or that there's going to be folds in the skin, there's going to be muscles, there's going to be areas that you'll be able to draw in. So what we're going to do is just draw in a little bit for the forehead. Change that up. And then go down for the chin. And we're just going to go all the way down here and kind of use some of those folds and muscles. Change that up. Now, the coat is going to be really easy to do because you can just do those lines and choose which ones you'd like to draw in. So I'm going to do my best to fill this area in first. Now for this, seeing as how it is his coat, we'll go with a nice, where's the light yellow? There we go, light yellow one. And we'll continue to add those lines on the outside. Now you don't have to do exactly everything. You can do a few different lines. Just look at those lines that add a little extra to it. Those lines that kind of add a uniqueness to the drawing itself. And draw those in. especially with clothes or any kind of greater details. You don't want to go too hard into them. You want to just find a nice area to place them in. Now I think we can work on the hand. So let's do that sleeve and start working on the hand and the microphone. Now, as we did before, seeing as how we've got those purple colors, I think I'm just going to go that hand in one motion. You can go kind of quick with this. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You could do each individual kind of finger if you want to do detail, or you can try to find how it all goes together as one line, which is what I'm going to do right here. That's the bell for a different class. I think that worked out pretty good. So let's do that as a nice light purple. Oh, I forgot the thumb. We can keep going with it then. So let's do this and the thumb like that. And then I think the last thing we'll need is the microphone itself. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Microphone. A little bit of detail in it. Microphone. Handle. And then how about the stand for it? Do a little bit of detail there. And then our stand for it. Now, once you have all of your colors drawn, what we can do is select the background and delete it. Now, it's a little difficult to see our contour drawing, so what we're going to do is select all by dragging across the whole picture to select everything. And then we're going to change the line weight to either be 3 or 4. I like 4, it's a little thicker, but it gives us more of a look to our portrait. This will be the finished product. Make sure that your portrait takes up most of the space here. If you'd also like to add a background, maybe add a little extra color to this. If we do a black background, we can stretch a rectangle over it, make it black, and then go to Arrange, Order, Send to Back. And now we have a pretty great looking portrait with our contour lines of Freddie Mercury. Now, notice that these contour lines, they're not really too detailed. You can go into further detail, but focus on those edges and those outside lines. Try your best to look at those features of the character, of the person that you're doing the portrait of. This will be our finished version. Again, you can have the background like that if you'd like, but adding in a black background or a color background that works with your character would be interesting to see as well. Like, let's see what a red background can do. Order, send to back. Nah, I like black. Let's go back to black. There we go. So do your best to capture the person that you look up to, that person that is important to you, with your contour lines. Can't wait to see the amazing projects you make.